Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Programming in My Way. In this session, we are going to cover structure pointer. Okay, so we are going to concept why there is a structure pointer concept in C language. Getting? So we have covered the basics of C language. We have covered how to define structure, theoretical definition of structure, how to define structure through by using C code. We have seen how to declare structure variable, how to initialize structure variable at compile time and runtime. So in this session we are going to see how to use this structure pointer concept. Okay, so first we'll see what is meant by pointer. What is pointer? So we have already seen the definition of pointer. It is what? It is a variable. It is a variable which is used to store the address of another variable. Getting? So see, consider we have a variable and its value is 10 and consider its address is 1000. So you can use this p to store the address of a variable. Getting? So see, this p is a pointer which is used to store address of a. Getting? So see, here we are storing or we are assigning the address of a, what is and a 1000, so that is assigned to p. So this p variable is capable to store the address of another variable. See, a is simple variable, p is pointer variable. We can't store address of any variable in simple variable. We can't store address of any variable in simple variable. So to store address of any variable, you should use pointer. So this is pointer concept. So pointer is a special variable which is used to store address of any other variable. Getting? So see, similar concept we are going to use for structure, and that concept is called a structure pointer. So see, what will be scenario? We'll have one structure variable. We'll have one structure variable which is used to store the address of another structure variable. Getting? So see, what will be scenario? So consider there is structure variable s1. There is structure variable s1. So this is simple structure variable. Getting? This is simple structure variable, and we are going to store address of this simple structure variable inside s. Getting? So see, s will be structure pointer. S will be structure pointer. So see, this s will have address of s1. Address of s1. So this will be scenario. So we are going to see this with help of C program. With help of C program. Getting? So it is better to see C program directly because you can understand easily how structure pointer works. Okay. So see, I am going to use the same example, that is student. Getting? So see, I will use first stdio.th header file because we are going to print some message to user and we are going to read some information from user. Getting? So obviously we will require printf and scanf functions, and these two functions are present in stdio.h header file. Getting? So this will be required. Next, I am defining structure student. I am defining structure student. Okay, so I will use same members. They are roll number, then average, and then name of student. So we require character array. Getting? So we have defined structure student. So memory will not be allocated here. Now instead of taking more student, I will take only one student. We have in last session we have already seen how to store information of two students. For this example, I will use only one student information. So for that purpose, I will require only one structure variable. Getting? So see, this is what global definition. So you can also use, or you can also declare. Structure variable here. We have already seen this. Getting? So this is what global structure definition as well as global structure declaration. This is also valid. Getting? Now see, whenever compiler see this, what compiler will do? Compiler will allocate memory now. Compiler will allocate memory now. So see, this will be S1. Getting? So see, first one is roll number, next one is average, and then there is a name array. And see, this is what? S1. And consider these are the addresses 1000, then 1004 and 1008. Getting? So S1 will occupy total 18 bytes, 4 bytes, 4 bytes, 10 bytes as per these members. So integer will take 4 bytes on Ubuntu, float will take 4 bytes on Ubuntu, and then this character array, its size is 10, single character take 1 byte. So here we have given the size of array 10, so total 10 bytes will be reserved. So total 4, 4, 10, getting? Total 18 bytes will be reserved. Total 18 bytes will be reserved for your S1. Getting? So see, the base address of this S1, okay, the base address of this S1 or address of S1 is 1000. Getting? We already seen that. Consider I have integer variable. I have integer variable, and whenever we are saying that 1000 is address of A, in actual this A, you know that for storing integer value or this integer variable will take 4 bytes of memory. Getting? Compiler will reserve 4 bytes to this A. So as there are 4 bytes, there are 4 addresses. We know that in memory for a single byte will require separate address, single address. So as whenever we are saying that this A will have 4 bytes, that means there are total 4 addresses like this: 1000, 1001, 1002 and 1003. But we are always referring this A or this block by using its address of first byte. That's why we are neglecting these 3 addresses. So similar concept will be there. See, here this 1000 is address of roll number. There are 4 addresses, but we are referring this roll number by using its first address. In the same way, 1004 is the address of AVG and 1008 is address of name. Okay, now this complete is S1 block. This is roll number block, this is the average block, this is name block. But all these 3 blocks are part of S1. So whenever I want to refer complete S1, I should refer the address of first block. So what is the address of first block? 1000. So whenever I am saying that address of S1, so that will give me address of this roll number, that is 1000. So address of S1 is nothing but it is same as address of S1 dot roll number. Getting? So address of S1 is nothing but address of S1 dot roll number. And what is the address of S1 dot roll number? It is 1000. Getting? So clear? So we are going to use this address. Getting? Now we want to store these values. We want to store these values with the help of structure pointer. And after storing these values, we are going to print these values with the help of again structure pointer. Okay. So see what I am going to do. What I am going to do. I will create structure pointer. I will create structure pointer. Now see, S1 is a simple structure variable and S is structure pointer. Getting? How to declare structure pointer? Star and then S. Now please remember that S1 and S2, the type of S1 and S2 is same. Type of S1 and S is same. But what is the difference between S1 and S? S1 is a simple structure variable. S1 can hold int, float and character or string value. But S is a pointer variable. S is a pointer variable. It can't hold values. It will hold address of another structure variable. So see, for that purpose, we have taken another variable as S1 and we have taken structure pointer as S. So this S will be used for storing the address of S. Getting? So see, this is what global structure definition and then global declaration of S1 and S. Now we'll use main function here. Main function here. Getting? Now see, I'm going to store information of this roll number, origin, name. Getting? So this will be S. It will have initially garbage value. Here also some garbage values are present. Garbage values are present. So this will be memory structure now. Now what will be next? What will be next? So see what we are going to do. What I will do, I will accept values of roll number, average and name with the help of simple structure variable. Getting? And then I will print those values with the help of structure pointer. See what I am going to do. I will use both things. I will read values of roll number, average and name, okay, with the help of simple structure variable, but I will print those values with the help of structure pointer. So these two things I am going to do. So see, simple thing, we already seen this. So message will be printed, enter roll number, average and name of student. Here we are using only one student information. So read that information, scanf, %d, %f, %s. Next, address of S1 dot roll number, address of S1 dot avg, comma, S1 dot name. S1 dot name. So see, consider these are the values entered by user. This will be actually array. So consider ABC is name of student, average is 80.5 and 123 is roll number. 123 is roll number. Now what is next? What is next? Now there is a time to use this structure pointer. So see, S1 is created, S is also created, S1 got initialized. Now there is a time to initialize structure pointer. S is a structure pointer. So we know that how to use or how to initialize pointer. Getting? So pointer will be initialized by assigning the address of another structure variable. Getting? So see, S1 is another structure variable and S is a pointer. So see what I am going to do. This is what your structure pointer, it has garbage value. That means it is pointing to some garbage location. It is pointing to some location whose address is unknown. Okay, so after this you need to initialize structure pointer by assigning the address of another structure variable. So in our program, another structure variable is S1. So see, I am assigning address of S1 to S. So what is address of S1? We already covered that. Address of S1 is nothing but address of S1 dot roll number. What is that? 1000. So see, 1000 will be assigned to S. So see, as S has 1000, that means S is pointing to this block. S is pointing to S1 or S is pointing to this block. Both are same. Getting? So this is what initialization of structure pointer. Now see, S is pointing to this S1. S is pointing to this S1. And see, S1 has three members: roll number, average and name. So in last lecture we have already discussed that when to use dot operator and when to use arrow operator. If you want to access structure member values, then use dot operator. That means if I want to access structure member value with the help of simple structure variable, then use dot operator. But if you want to use structure member value with the help of pointer, then use arrow operator. So see, if you want to access structure member value with the help of simple structure variable, then use dot operator. If you want to access structure member value with the help of pointer, then use arrow operator. So here you need to use arrow operator because we are going to print these values with the help of structure pointer. Get it? So see, simple printf student info is, this is static printf. Next printf, see we are going to print integer, float and then string value. So %d /t %f then /t %s comma. After this we are not going to print anything. Now how to access 1 2 3? So see, the address of S1 is already present in yes, that means yes is pointing to S1 and S1 has three things: roll number, average and then name. That means S has access to all these members because address of this whole S1 is present in yes. So here directly you can use this notation: pointer, structure pointer, then arrow operator and then structure member name, comma, S gives avg. So see, S hyphen and then greater than sign, average, and then S gives name, S gives name, getting, and then return 0, return 0. So see, here we are printing 1 2 3 80.5 and ABC with the help of structure pointer. Yes has address of S1, that's why S1 has direct access to roll number value, average and name. But remember that you should use arrow operator. So if we want to access structure member values with the help of structure pointer, then use arrow operator. If you want to access structure member values with the help of simple structure variable, suppose you want to access 1 2 3 80.5 and ABC with the help of S1, then use dot operator. Getting? So see, this is demonstration of structure pointer. Getting? So I hope you have understood the concept of structure pointer with the help of program. Getting? Thank you.